Hi yogis, this is Julie from Totally Holistic Health, and I just wanted to share a really gentle practice relating to Ahimsa, which we've just mentioned on my last video. Ahimsa really is all to do about being gentle and really kind to yourself. It's about grounding yourself down and just being very nurturing. And the main thing really is just try to just don't do anything that's really going to hurt yourself. So what we're trying to do here is being very gently, moving very slowly, very calmly, very gently, and very carefully as well. So again, just really enjoying those lovely sensations of the movement actually in your body. So try not to overstretch anything, but just even not going to, although I shouldn't say it really, you know, obviously most people tend to be very competitive with themselves, not being over competitive, but just really enjoying just that movement in the body and just enjoying those sensations you're actually getting, rather than really trying to push yourself through just to get an extra inch out of a particular pose. Just really notice how that feels when you're being a little bit softer with yourself, a little bit gentler, a little bit more careful with yourself. So first we're going to start off on all fours into tabletop position. And again, here, just making sure that you're very kind and gentle to the wrists. So it's always good to have the fingers nice and wide, and making sure that those fingertips are nicely engaged into the floor. And then also making sure that your knees are underneath your hips. It's also advisable as well is to have your elbow creases facing each other as well, because if you've got hyperextending elbows, sometimes it can go the opposite way around, so which isn't ideal. So we're just going to do a few movements just to mobilise the spine. So just dropping the belly down towards the floor is really nice again, and it's just nice just to really enjoy that lovely stretch in the front body as you're bringing the head up. And then just dropping the head down between the arms, looking towards the belly button, and just arching away from the floor. Again, keeping the breath nice and soft and calm and smooth. And again, arching, bring the head up, arching the body, the belly towards the floor. And arching away, and again, just enjoying that lovely sensation of that stretching between the shoulder blades. It's also quite nice just to take a few moments just to move the hips from side to side. So try to keep the shoulders in the same place, just to try to move the hips again, just really have a nice play. Maybe some nice figure of eights if that suits you as well, just really bringing that mobilising or movement back into the spine. But again, if it hurts your wrists a little bit, so just ease off a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come into a downward dog. So we're going to curl the toes under, and then we're going to just bring the knees off the floor and come back and stretching out, enjoying that lovely stretch in the back body. So just pedaling the feet out a little bit if that suits you. And again, just enjoying that lovely stretch in the whole of the back fascia. And again, it's really nice just to, again, have a little bit of softness here, just keeping the knees bent, not pushing back too hard with the arms, just giving yourself a little bit of softness and just thinking care and softness, smoothness. And then we're going to bend the knees nice and strong, and just walking the hands back to join the feet. So again, just really just allowing that head to sink down, just moving it from side to side. And slowly coming up to standing. And again, just really taking that time, just not rushing into the next pose, but just noticing how you're feeling, just really taking that time and energy out just to really enjoy those lovely sensations. So we're going to come into a nice wide-legged posture. So again, we would normally say sort of about however long your legs are, that should be the distance apart of the legs. As long as we don't overshoot the knees, again we can be a little bit more soft and gentle and kind to ourselves. So we're going to turn the right foot towards the short side of the mat. So try to, when you're bringing the knee forward, make sure it stays on this side of your ankle, you know overshooting, but again it doesn't matter how far you bend the knee. You can just do a very soft, gentle bend if you want to. Again, we're not overstretching anything, we're not overpowering through anything, just being really calm and kind and gentle. So we're going to just kick that back heel away. Bring the arms up. And again, if that feels a little bit too strong, you can keep the hands on the hips, or you can bring the hands into cactus arms if you want to. So we're going to bend that front right knee. Again, trying to think of that lovely softness, being careful and smooth, not overstretching anything. And bringing the right forearm onto the right thigh. Again, making sure that chest is nice and open. Now, if you've got issues with the shoulders, you might just want to keep the shoulders or the hands onto the hips, but if your shoulders do feel okay, just allowing them to come over. And again, just enjoying that lovely stretch in the side body. And then slowly we're going to rotate round, bringing both hands either side of that front foot. And then bring that front foot to join the back into another downward dog. And again, just slowly and gently just pedaling the feet out. And then slowly bending the knees, walking the hands back to another forward fold. And again, it's just nice to take a few moments. Again, just really connecting with the earth, really enjoying that lovely feeling all the four corners of the feet. Just feeling the back of the hands on the floor. Slowly coming up to standing. And we're going to bring the legs nice and wide again. So we're going to do warrior two, the second side. So we're going to bring the left foot towards the short side of the mats. Just kick the right heel away. And again, hands can be on the hips, or you can come into cactus arms, or bringing the arms up so they're level with the shoulders. Again, nice and soft. Normally I would say quite strong with warrior, but again, we're just going to be very gentle and kind to ourselves. And then just bending that left knee, and again trying to keep the left knee on this side of your ankle. And just gazing softly down the middle finger of the left hand. And then bringing the left forearm onto the left thigh. Just opening the left, so the right side of the chest up towards the ceiling. And again, just either having the palm onto the hip, or you can bring the right arm overhead if that allows. And just enjoying that lovely stretch in the right side of the body. And slowly we're going to bring our hands either side of that front foot, coming into a downward dog. It's really just pedaling out feet out. And then very gently bringing the knees back onto the floor. Come into Baddha Konasana. Just bring the soles of the feet together. And again, really gentle and soft, just trying to imagine that lovely thread out the top of the head, drawing the head over the heart. So again, if you do need to prop the bottom up onto something like a couple of blocks or a book or even a blanket, just to allow the pelvis to tilt forward again, so it allows you to come in that lovely upright position. And again, just enjoying that lovely stretch on the inside of the thighs. And slowly we're going to bring our left hand onto the outside of that right knee, twisting round to the right. Again, try and stay nice and upright. Back to centre. And then bring the right hand onto the outside of the right knee. Again, twisting round to the left. And again, if that's too strong, you can just bring the hand on the inside of the leg. And again, the main thing is you don't hurt yourself. If it's too strong a twist, again, you don't need to come all the way around. And coming back to centre. So we're going to bring both legs out in front of us. And again, trying to keep that lovely, nice right angle sort of feeling as well. So you are engaging the core a little bit. Bring 10 fingers and 10 toes. Bring the arms up. over the head. Now we're going to bend the right leg, bring that over top of the left foot. So we're going to twist round to the left to bring the right elbow onto the inside of the right knee, twisting around. On the second side. 10 fingers and 10 toes. Bring the arms above the head. Bending the left knee, bringing that over top of the right. So we'll twist round to the right, so bringing the left elbow onto the inside of that left knee, right hand behind again, nice and tall. Nice open twist. And slowly coming back to centre. And again, it's nice here just to come onto your back, come into a nice Shavasana. Just allowing the whole of the body just to relax and let go. Bring the arms by your side, allow the feet just to relax. And again, it's really, it's probably one of the most understated poses really, being in Shavasana, because most people tend to sort of find it is just this excuse to lay on the floor at the end of the practice. But again, it's a really nice, if you've got that time to really nurture and nourish your body, it's a really important one to try. So if you've got 5 minutes at the end of a practice, just take a few minutes just laying on the floor and just really allow everything just to settle down. If you haven't got time, that's absolutely fine, but it's also quite nice just to take a couple of moments just to check into how you're feeling, just making sure the shoulder blades are down the back, and again, just keeping that lovely feeling of calm and softness and stillness. And just really, really notice that we've been really kind and gentle to ourselves. We've not stretched ourselves too much. You don't need to stretch yourself too much in yoga, as long as you're just doing it in a mindful, thoughtful way and really, really experiencing and noticing how that feels in the body. That's all you need to do. So thank you so much for joining me in our Ahimsa practice. So until next time, namaste.